The night was dark and stormy, with rain lashing against the windows of Emily's small suburban home. She had been eagerly anticipating the delivery of a package from Amazon all day. It was nothing out of the ordinary, just a set of books she had ordered. But she was a voracious reader and couldn't wait to dive into her new literary treasures. As the clock struck midnight, there was a sudden knock at the door. Emily jumped in her seat, startled by the unexpected sound. She lived alone, and her friends were not the type to make unannounced visits at such a late hour. Clutching her bathrobe tightly around her, she cautiously approached the front door. Another knock echoed through the silent house. Emily peered through the peephole and sighed in relief when she saw the familiar Amazon delivery van parked at the curb. She had almost forgotten about the late-night delivery option Amazon had recently introduced. Opening the door, she was greeted by a drenched delivery driver who handed her a soggy cardboard box. "Sorry for the late delivery, ma'am. The weather's been crazy tonight," the driver said, raindrops sliding down the brim of his soaked cap. Emily nodded, taking the package and closing the door. She couldn't blame the delivery driver for the timing. After all, she had opted for the late delivery slot herself. She placed the wet box on her kitchen table and fetched a towel to dry it off. As she started opening the package, a strange sense of unease washed over her. The rain outside had intensified, creating an eerie backdrop of howling wind and splattering raindrops against the window panes. Emily's hands trembled slightly as she pulled the flaps of the cardboard box apart. Inside, she found her new books neatly wrapped in plastic, along with a note from Amazon. The note read, "We hope you enjoy your purchase. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact us." Emily chuckled at the overly polite message and tossed the note aside. She was eager to inspect her new books, but as she reached for them, her fingers brushed against something else at the bottom of the box. It was a small, black, velvet pouch. Curiosity piqued, Emily pulled the pouch from the box and untied its drawstring. Inside, she found an ornate, antique-looking key with an intricate design etched onto its surface. It was unlike anything she had ever seen before. She wondered if the key was some sort of promotional item included by mistake. It didn't seem to belong to any lock in her house. Intrigued, yet slightly unnerved by the mysterious addition, Emily decided to check the package again, hoping to find some explanation. As she examined the cardboard box more closely, her heart skipped a beat. Written in faint, almost imperceptible letters on the inside of the box lid were the words, "I've come for what's mine." Fear coursed through Emily's veins as she realized that something was terribly wrong. She knew she hadn't ordered anything that would warrant such a message. Her hands trembling, she reached for her phone to call the police, but just as she was about to dial 911, all the lights in the house went out, plunging her into complete darkness. Emily's heart pounded in her chest as she fumbled for her phone's flashlight function. The beam of light illuminated her surroundings, revealing that the once familiar rooms of her home had transformed into a sinister, shadowy labyrinth. She could hear faint whispers echoing through the darkness, and the sensation of being watched grew stronger with each passing second. Panicked and desperate to escape, Emily clutched the mysterious key and made her way to the front door. To her horror, it refused to budge. It was as if the door had been sealed shut from the outside. She was trapped. The whispers grew louder, and Emily's flashlight flickered ominously. She realized with a sinking feeling that she was not alone in her home. Shadows danced around her, and she caught fleeting glimpses of unsettling figures moving in the darkness. In the distance, a chilling voice echoed through the house, dripping with malevolence. It said, "You've taken what doesn't belong to you, Emily. Now, you must pay the price." Terrified and with no other options, Emily clutched the mysterious key tightly and began to navigate the labyrinthine darkness of her once safe home, desperately searching for a way to escape the sinister forces that had been unleashed by the innocuous Amazon delivery. Little did she know that the key held the key to a nightmarish world she could never have imagined, and the horrors of that fateful delivery would change her life forever.